I could take a lot of things away from this class. The reason I took this class is mostly just because I really enjoy science. I really like that it's a growing field. But if I could take something away from this class, it would probably be, I know everyone says this, but the effect that we have on our environment. I mean, if you look around outside, there are so many man-made, we put such a big impact on our environment. So it makes you notice those kinds of things. I really didn't think about it that much before I took this class, and this is the first class that I've ever taken that is like this. So it really made me think. And one thing I really did enjoy was our nature walks. We walked outside and we looked at different, we talked about carbon sequestration and the different things that the plants do, and that's what I really liked, was just being out in nature and the hands-on stuff that we did. So
Seeds really helped me just to see how much we depend on media. And that's also the big thing that I take away from it is we just so often take for granted what the news like C-SPAN and CNN and ABC are all telling us, but we never actually take the time to find out what it is for ourselves. And just actually seeing how we can think independently and review other things, that's just really the biggest thing for me.
The one major thing that's brought to my attention is the environment. I know there was global warming before this class, but I didn't realize how much extent there was to it, and all the issues that they brought to our attention was kind of crazy that I didn't know anything about it, and it gave me a whole new perspective on the environment and what we can do to save it.
When I first started SEED, I wasn't expecting to start SEED. I just needed some extra credit of science, but I'm actually really glad I took it because it was a pretty fun class. And like everyone else has said, it does make you think a lot harder about what your everyday environment, like everything that you do in the everyday environment. There is a lot of pollution, and having this class has kind of brought it to the table, more for me, because I didn't really know much about it. I just knew, I knew that there was some things wrong, but it was kind of explained more, and I just really enjoyed the class.
Speaking probably for the whole class, but for me also, I think we all, of course, plain and simple, everybody's going to say that, we all look at everything different. I think we all learn so much, and we do understand, we understand a lot of things way better, and we're learning to think critical thinking. We're learning to just not listen to what somebody says and say, hey, they're right, just because they're talking.
It's a very laid-back learning experience. It's something that I can actually get into. Instead of just sitting in class, just test, homework, it's actually more hands-on, and you actually get more involved in the classrooms, and you actually get to know everybody in the classroom.
It's definitely a more hands-on class, which is something I learned better from hands-on. And definitely the capstone project allows you to think for yourself and be able to come up with different solutions instead of someone telling you what it is. You get to do it yourself and gain a greater knowledge.